Hey guys, it's me again, coming to you live, but not really. And today I thought that I would mix things up a bit. I've been in a pretty bad mood for the last 48 hours. Rather than just sitting around stewing in my own anger, thought I would do something productive. This is not going to be the usual video. Instead of me just going on a spiel, I thought that I would tell a little story. So, this story begins in December of 2020. I had not yet moved into my girlfriend's apartment, and it was Christmas Eve. Now, for the holidays, I thought that to make it fair for everybody, I would split my time between my girlfriend's place and my parents' place. We would spend Christmas Eve at my girlfriend's place, and then the next day, my girlfriend and I would go to my parents' house to open presents and crap. So, my girlfriend had a free turkey that she got from ShopRite, and as usual, it was way too much for two people, so my girlfriend decided to invite a third person, a friend of hers that she had met at work some years ago. I had never seen her, never met her, but I was thought, a girlfriend of my girlfriend, nice. I was down with it. So Christmas Eve came, and the door opened, and thundering down the stairs came the largest woman that I have ever seen. And when I say that this woman is large, I mean that she is so big that she actually has to sit like 6 inches farther from the table than a normal person because her belly literally pushes her back. As a result, every time she eats, she's constantly dropping food all over herself. It is gross, any way you put it. Nonetheless, she seems nice enough, and that's what's most important, right? Of course it is. Now, fast forward to January of 2022. We are going on vacation to Hawaii. We had a beautiful time, of course, if you've been following my videos. But before we could go, we had to make sure that we had a pet sitter. We have a dog and a cat, Neo and Maggie. And my girlfriend was understandably reluctant to put them in a kennel, nor did she want them to be apart. There was nobody else available at the time. So we just thought, well, what about this friend? And my girlfriend called her up, asked, and without any hesitation, she said sure. She even agreed to stay over at our apartment so our pets could feel comfortable in their own home. The day before my girlfriend and I left for Maui, we provided her friend with a 2-page document that explained in detail exactly how to take care of our place, how to use the television, how to use a thermostat, how to take care of Neo and Maggie. And the whole time, the friend was just going, yes, mm-hmm, yeah, yeah, yeah. And at the end, we asked her, do you have any questions? And she was like, no. Now, that was a red flag for me, given that we had spent the last 20 to 30 minutes explaining to her exactly how to take care of this place that she had never stayed in before. The fact that she had no questions or concerns at all was concerning. Nonetheless, my girlfriend trusted her, and I trust my girlfriend. So, and the fact of the matter is, there was nobody else available at the time to take care of our pets. So we give this woman our contact information. We give her the contact information of her landlady, of our neighbors, and we tell her if there's any problems, any concerns, if you have any questions, please call or text us. We leave for our vacation. We have a fantastic time. And I think for the entire 10 days that we were there, we heard from my girlfriend's friend one time in which she was saying that Neo was whining to go out a lot. Now, that is going to be noteworthy later. Come home 10 days later, and my girlfriend's friend is gone. She told her that she was free to go home that morning and we would come home and take care of the rest. We paid her, of course, although I told my girlfriend that she ought to have post-dated the check for the day that we were coming home just to make sure that she didn't get paid until the job was done. Now, some people might have paid their caretakers in advance. I don't know this woman as much as my girlfriend does, and I thought, just in case something goes wrong. At home, we get inside our apartment, and it was one of those situations where at first everything looks like it's in order, but as you're exploring the place, he kind of start going, well, that doesn't look right. And that doesn't look right. And that certainly doesn't look right. So the first thing that we noticed that was off, shall we say, was that all of the food that my girlfriend had bought for her, and this was something that I did not agree with. It would have been so much easier if we had just given her grocery money, but for some reason, my girlfriend decided to just ask her friend what kind of food she liked, and my girlfriend bought it for her a couple of days in advance and put it in the fridge and the freezer. We opened the fridge and the freezer, and almost all of the food that my girlfriend bought for this woman was still there, uneaten. What was not there was almost all of her water and almost all of her milk. We had like a bunch of bottles of water, and we had like 2 cartons of silk, and this friend bought herself a gallon of regular dairy milk, and almost all of it was gone. So apparently, this woman subsisted on milk and water for 10 days. Okay. Then we go over to the sink and we notice that the dish rack is dirty. There is dirty dishes in the dish rack that are clearly not properly cleaned. We look inside the drain and we realize that the stopper is broken. The stopper is warped. And this is because at some point her friend decided to pour hot oil down the drain. Moving on to the bedroom, which, by the way, my girlfriend wasn't even sure that her friend would even be able to sleep in the bedroom because this woman was so big. My girlfriend actually believed that she might not be able to lift herself up onto the mattress. We have one of those platform beds with storage cabinets underneath, but nonetheless, she had been sleeping in there, and we know because it smelled. I I don't know what she was doing in that bedroom, but it stunk. And so I went into the bathroom and grabbed a bottle of Febreze, and I had to spray the bedroom down completely. Then my girlfriend went to the bathroom and she opened up the toilet and she saw that the toilet had not been flushed. Now, thank God it was just number one, but still, that is, of course, freaking gross. Okay, that's pretty bad. But it actually is not the most egregious thing that we found. So then we go into the laundry room and we notice that there's a towel underneath the washing machine. It doesn't belong to us and it's wet. Her friend had flooded the laundry room. She flooded the laundry room and she put a towel underneath the washing machine. Now, why would she do that? So my girlfriend texted her friend and the friend responded, oh, you know, I came into the laundry room at one point and there was water in there. I think the landlady was down here. She probably flooded the laundry room, the washing machine malfunction. Right away, we both knew that was a lie because our landlady is 82 years old and she can barely walk, let alone handle stairs. She was not in that laundry room at any point. My girlfriend's friend flooded the laundry room, tried to cover it up by putting a towel underneath the washing machine, trying to pretend that the landlady did it. And this is especially infuriating given the stopper and the sink gets filled with lint and you need to empty it out every so often, otherwise the sink will flood. We warned her at least on 2 occasions and she totally ignored our warnings. We also later found out that she barely walked Neo. The reason why Neo had been whining to go out, which he usually never does, he can usually hold it for a really long time, sometimes up to 24 hours, is because this friend basically took him up the block and then went home. Either because she was too lazy to give him a proper walk, or it's possible that she was physically unable to walk any farther than up the block and back again. And she completely neglected to give the landlady her mail for several days. To this day, I still can't get over the laundry room thing. This woman flat out lied to us about flooding the laundry room. This woman who has been friends with my girlfriend for years. If she was going to be a mature adult about it, she would have said, you know what? Sorry, I took my eyes off the sink. It flooded. I cleaned it up. But no, instead, she tried to blame it on the landlady. And a couple of days later, after we asked her about the flood, she texted my girlfriend asking, did the landlady say anything about the flood? And my girlfriend texted back, no. And at that point, of course, we knew that she knew that we knew that she was lying. Ever since then, my girlfriend and I have avoided contacting this woman. She tried to send me a Facebook request a couple of weeks later. This woman has been periodically texting my girlfriend just incidentally about like random goings on in her life. She talks about McDonald's a lot. The one thing that I regret the most is that I did not see this woman's apartment before we let her watch ours. If I had, I mean, the condition that she left our apartment was abominable. I am certain that her apartment is absolutely disgusting, and one look at it, and we, I'm sure, would have said no, she's not watching our place. But lesson learned, she is never going to be watching our apartment again, and if you ever have people watching your place, your pets, your kids, make sure you do a little bit better job of vetting them. Anyway, that's my little story. If I get a lot of positive feedback, I'll post more in the future. Till then, take care, you guys. Stay healthy, stay sane. See you later.